Greetings people, 'tis I, 480 volts, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Heroes. Okay, we have done Team Sonic, Team Dark, Team Rose, we've gotten all the Chaos Emeralds, the only thing left is to do Team Chaotix. So let's do this. Now interestingly enough, Team Chaotix is actually the most important story in the whole plot, I would say. It's not that deep, but it has to do the most with the big picture. It's just this game's big picture isn't that big. All right, well, we know who the capable one is. That's totally not the voice of Dr. Eggman.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
SBO, don't be silly. Besides, you know our policy. We never turn down work that pays.
Yeah, you know our policy.
Come on, boys. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Roger.
Note that SBO's a literal ninja, and Vector, he says he has a bad feeling about this. Vector was like, oh, don't be silly. Anyway, Seaside Hill, find 10 hermit crabs. What's this all about?
Yeah, big time.
Now what are we gonna do?
See.
Test your abilities.
Bring it on.
Ready.
Here is your first mission. I want to test your investigation skills.
Okay, there you go. Team Chaotix, their gameplay style is much more mission-based than the previous teams. And in this case, it's a collect-a-thon. We need to find 10 hermit crabs. We just found one of them. Now, the Chaotix was first introduced in the game Knuckles Chaotix, and it included these three nincompoops. I'm sorry, these two nincompoops and SBO. That's Vector, the Crocodile, Charmy Bee, SBO the Chameleon. It also included Mighty the Armadillo, and of course, Knuckles. As everybody knows, I guess Knuckles, he's just doesn't do the Chaotix thing anymore, and Mighty was left to rot by Sega for years and years and years. It took the fans behind the development of Sonic Mania to get him back. There's another hermit crab.
Here we go.
But in this case, we have SBO doing the speed duties, Charmy doing the, what do you call it, flying, and Vector is power. SBO, for the most part, he can do the homing attack, and he can do, I verified this, he can do the triangle jump. He cannot do a light dash. He can do a few other things, too, that we'll see in later missions. Charmy can do, when he's by himself, he can do this sort of stinger move where I guess he butt bounces enemies and does like a, hits them with a stinger, which is biologically incorrect. I mean, not to be that guy, but it's the female bees that have the sting. The worker bees. Drones like Charmy would not have that. And as far as I know, Charmy is a male bee. There's SBO's big move. He can do a sort of tornado... I don't want to say tornado spin. He can do a move that unleashes a tornado, and while he does it, he turns invisible. And he can't be seen by enemies. And when that happens, his teammates won't even see him, so they'll just stop moving, and you can just take control of SBO by himself. He can even throw shurikens when you're in that form, and then you press the B button again and he'll become visible again. That's handy for a few missions. And then Vector, as you saw, his version of the triangle dive is he literally blows a bubble like chewing gum, and that's how he glides. Okay. Also, he has a ground pound move similar to Big the Cat, and his yeah, it's like a body slam type deal. That's his air attack, and his ground attack is the flame dunk. So he's a lot like Big the Cat. And I think of all of them, he slips and slides around the least. And there's our 5th hermit crab. Stop rushing me, whoever you are.
Here we go.
Yeah, for some reason, Vector's kind of the unofficial leader of the team. I mean, every team's got their unofficial leader. Sonic leads Team Sonic, Rouge leads Team Dark, and Amy leads Team Rose. Espio is clearly the only smart one out of this trio. Why the heck is he listening to Vector? As for Charmy, it's not that he's dumb, it's just that he's hyper, and he gets ahead of himself. But Vector is actually a buffoon.
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
Now, Charmy... I tend to think of Charmy as a little kid. Again, I don't think he's a kid, he's a little insect. So,
I hear something moving.
yeah. Now, I guess, let me go ahead and talk about the voice acting here. I mentioned before that, I sort of talked about Tails. I said I wasn't going to really go into detail about his voice until I got to a certain team. That's this team. So, Espio, the chameleon, in this game is voiced by a guy named Bill Corkery, and he does a great, awesome job. Bill's daughter, Emily, is the voice... Okay, I died somehow. That was weird. Anyway, Bill's daughter, Emily, is the voice of Charmy. And Bill's son, William, is the voice of Tails. So I like that. There's a whole family here. Well, I mean, one of them's in Team Sonic, but, you know, a whole family in this game. I like it. And I typically hate it when they get girls to do young boy voices, but Emily Corkery did a wonderful job as Charmy. Yeah, see, I tried to do the light dash just now because I was so used to it. I came straight out of Team Dark. Okay. I came straight out of Team Dark after this, and I was expecting to do a light dash. And that did not happen. Yeah, Emily Corkery does a great job as Charmy B. She nailed it. And I looked those two up. I looked Emily and William up. They are actually younger than me. So given the time that this game came out, they were kids when this game came out. So hats off to her at least. Tails' voice isn't the best, but hey, like I said, it's a young boy and he sounds like it. So that's what matters, I guess. Is what I should have been doing. I should have been using Charmy, because when you kill those enemies, it makes platforms appear. You're supposed to have Espio fully leveled up, and then he can do it, but I just failed at it. And yeah. Oh, and these flowers, you'll see them all over Team Chaotic stage. Only Charmy can open them, because he's a bee, you see. And basically, when you stand on them, they will teleport you to another flower. And then you step on that flower, and it teleports you back to the first one. So, yeah, it's a way to fast travel. Because some missions, including this one, don't have a goal ring. We're not trying to get to the end of the stage. We're trying to find 10 hermit crabs. If we get to what would be considered the end of the stage, we would just come to one of those flowers. And I think it would send us back to the very beginning of the stage, so we could try to collect whatever hermit crabs we missed. Now, there are a few missions that require you to get to the end. I will say, right now, their Team Blast is... Well, I don't know. Team Rose's Team Blast is highly abusive. So is this one. I'm much more liberal with this Team Blast than I am with, say, Team Sonic or Team Dark. And you'll see why when we actually use it. Yeah, I never really noticed it before, you know, because I used to just watch the cutscenes of this game, never really playing the game, and I never really noticed it. But, this... Espio's voice is just top-notch. He might have the best voice in the entire game. Although, Eggman sounds great in this game, and so does Shadow. And so does Knuckles. Beyond that, I got not a whole lot else to say.
I'll take the lead.
Except that, yeah, this game's story, it's not very deep, but I think it does have the most to do with the big main plot that's going on. It's just, that particular plot isn't very deep either. So, you know. Alright, that's our last Hermit Crab. We did it. We beat Seaside Hill. That's all you do. You collect the thing it wants you to collect, and then you win. Now, like I said, not all of them are collectathons. That one was.
Lackluster performance, I'd say.
Yeah, that wasn't so good. I think I took too much time, and I had a couple deaths, so my points weren't very high. Ah, well. So yeah, Mysterious Alias is hired them to, well, right now is just hired them, and that was our first mission, was collect 10 hermit crabs. Apparently that was a test of our investigative skills.
Mission. A chow is lost. Find and rescue that chow.
Okay, now we have to rescue a chow. Seem to be a lot of missing chow in this game, I must say.
So stay quiet and move slowly.
What are you doing? Be quiet!
That's my favorite line from these guys. SPO's all like, oh yeah, well, they're asleep, so let's like sneak up on them and be real quiet. Don't disturb them. And then Charmy's just like, okay, no problem. And then Victor, what are you doing? Be quiet. I love it. It's like you can't take Charmy anywhere.
Let's go.
We can fire this current up. Just step back, boys, and let me blow a bubble.
Yeah, that thing. Don't ask me how that works, but it does somehow.
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
Come on, get up there.
Here we go. This is Vector's specialty.
Thank you.
As for Vector's voice, it's good for what it is. Yeah, and his level 1 ground attack move there, he spits out music notes. Okay. Vector's always had a fascination with music, though. Like he always wears the headphones, and in just about every game that he's been in, you always see him jamming out at one point. Like we saw him jamming out in his opening cutscene there. He was actually listening to the Team Chaotix theme while jamming out, and then like in Knuckles Chaotix, his still animation is him rocking out. And I know for a fact he jams out in Shadow the Hedgehog. And then there's an entire minigame with him in Sonic Generations where he's like a DJ. It's actually my least favorite mission, that whole game. Okay, well I missed my chance to do the take the top route, but there you see SBO can in fact triangle jump. Now I'm trying to figure out how to get off the wall.
I'll take the lead.
Here we go.
But yeah, Vector in this game, he's got the whole detective thing.
We can travel.
The old cheesy B-movie detective thing.
There are treasures that can only be obtained by using this trick.
And then SBO is like actually a ninja because chameleon. Though turning invisible is not the same thing as camouflage, but okay.
Let's go.
And then Charmy's just, he's just hyper. That's just his thing. I mean, it fits with a B. I mean, what else would you make a B, right? And yeah, his Vector at level 3, he blows bubbles that they freaking, yeah, they go outward in a diameter. It does a lot of damage. It's a good move, but it makes no sense whatsoever.
All right, leave them to me.
I mean, it works. They kind of roll all over the place, like they'll bounce off of walls and stuff like that, so they can actually cover a lot of distance. Because they detonate when they hit enemies.
I'll take the lead.
Here we go.
Yeah, Vector's belly slam is so much more reliable than Big's.
Hey guys, did you see that bubbly looking thing?
No, I didn't. I actually don't know what you're talking about at this moment. Oh, and there's the Chow. It's in that cage. So this was just collect one item. Some missions, they're different. So some missions take a long time and some of them don't. So yeah. Team Chaotic's not really hard, it's just different. But I have fun with it.
No complaints.
That's actually not bad. B is for bad, and that was not it. Alright, boss time.
So, you're the ones who are playing games with my army?
It's Dr. Eggman.
Just part of the job.
That's the evil genius, Dr. Eggman.
Doctor Who?
Yes, let me show you who I really am.
I knew it was him. Don't hesitate. It's worth your charm.
Self-proclaimed genius.
So the client just, I don't know if you could hear the client, he said, oh, I knew it was him, okay. So our client apparently knows a thing or two about Dr. Eggman. Interesting. I think it's kind of weird that Charmy said Doctor Who, like he didn't know who he was. Come on, Charmy, you fought him before in Knuckles Chaotix. This is not the Chaotix' first game.
Let's go. Here we go.
I'll take the lead.
Let's go.
I just like the way Espio says, let's go. He's like, let's go.
Here we go.
I'll take the Here I go.
I'll show the Team Blast off, but it's not as cool if there's no little enemies around, like those robots. So hopefully past 480 had the foresight to wait until there were enemies around. He's too far away now. It's no point in using it now. Let's wait right about here. No. Let's wait till we get to the big open area. Yeah, this will be perfect. Perfect time to use it. So they sing a song. And my GameCube glitched out. Their musical performance was so terrible that they glitched my GameCube. Yeah, that's a little bit random. But if you notice, there were a whole bunch of ring boxes appeared. Well, Team Chaotix is not... Their Team Blast is not just a screen nuke. All the enemies it kills, it turns them into rings. And what makes that so abusive is, look at my Team Blast gauge. Look at how full it is. Yeah, if you use it when there's like a whole ton of enemies on there, like they all turn into rings, first off, that's a really easy way to get 1-ups. But it'll also take you almost no time to fill it back up. I love their freaking Team Blast. Wait till we get to the Robot Storm and the Robot Carnival. Oh my gosh. Those fights are made for Team Chaotix's Team Blast. Oh, if it was filled right now. It's not as good now because there's less enemies, but let's use it anyway. Are you done? I want that level up core, dude. Well, there, I lost all my rings. He wouldn't stop shooting his machine gun, whatever. Whatever, we'll fill it back up.
Let's go. Here we go.
Oh, well, never mind, he's dead. We don't get to use it a second time. Alright, we beat the HEDGEHOG for the 4th time.
That's what you get for being a bad guy.
C is for Charmy, I guess. Okay, in the next video, we'll do our next mission. So thank you so much for watching. My name's 480 Volts. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. Pieces!